There you go.
And we are back with our regular guests in the house now. One almost about to get arrested. One maybe giving the information out on how to get the guy arrested. But I have with me two of my friends here and the host of the quiz as well. That is Sam Greenwood, Dr. Greenwood, and with us the guy who's always there to lose it at the end, Adam Brown. And there will be a couple of more guests coming in as well. But before we get into that, I would like to introduce the ones that are here. So, Sam, where can people find you and what's the big plan coming up for your channel?
Yes, I got Sam Greenwood TV is my YouTube channel. Check it out. Subscribe. I've been doing Arsenal chats, mainly late evening Arsenal chats, light-hearted, discussions on what's going on with Arsenal, and also do some quizzes. I'm doing a quiz now on Natish's channel right now, but I'll be doing a few more on mine going forward as well. And you can also see me on these other guys' channels. And Sam Greenwood TV, check it out, folks. I really appreciate it. Subscribe and thanks for having me on.
And when he's saying light-hearted, he doesn't mean like the debate that we had the other day. And Adam, where can? Sorry, go ahead.
That wasn't quite light-hearted, but yeah.
And Adam, where can people find you?
Yeah, hey, that's actually a good link into my channel, Natish. It's Football with Brownie on YouTube and on Facebook. The content is starting to build again now. I've recently done a fan channel rant, which starred with my two colleagues in this show at the moment. It was a classic, and even professional footballers liked it on Twitter as well, or former professional footballers liked it on Twitter as well. So please check it out.
Wait, we both were in that video.
Yeah. What were we talking about? I clipped the argument, and it was right at the end. It was the last one.
What were we talking about? Lacazette's dick and maybe Eddie's dick?
Yeah, there's a lot of dicks involved. There's a lot of dicks going around. Yeah, a lot of dicks.
I can't believe that you have proven to me you haven't watched that video on the test. You let me down.
I barely could watch anything right now, the way that I'm working. But I'll definitely now give it a look.
Please share. And to be honest, I mean, it's the fifth fan rant video I've done now, but it's had the most likes. The feedback has been brilliant, and I'd say it even reached out to former professional footballers as well, and actually a former Premier League footballer.
And what will they be thinking? These guys are talking more about dicks than football. It reminds me of that headline: Arsenal to play without dicks or dicks out. But
thank you very much for the invite anyways.
No worries. Big up to you. And Kesh is in the house as well. I think you guys don't know Kesh. I know him from Igal's channel. That is where I met him. And
Hi, Kesh.
Yes.
How you doing, my friend?
Seen him around.
And at the same time, Daniel has joined in as well.
There he is. Hey.
It's perfect timing. And big up to both of you. Before we go into the quiz, and Sam has an announcement. But before that, Daniel, where can people find you? And give a shout out to your channel as well.
And Kesh as well.
Yeah, so you guys can find me at the Blind Gooner. I just want to apologise for being late as well, because I was trying to set up my watch along, and it just took ages. I accidentally set it up and then I hit the delete button, so I had to go and do it all over again. So that's why I'm a bit late. So apologies for that. But yeah, you guys can find me at the Blind Gooner, and big up yourselves, every one of you, and thanks for having me on.
And Kesh, big up to you as well. Where can people find you? I know you are very active on Twitter, but do you have a channel or anywhere else that people can find you?
No channel at the moment. You can find me on Twitter. That is Kesh ASCO4. You can sometimes find me over on EGTV as well. and sometimes on the football terrace.
Yep,
Stuff.
and I just want to say big up to you as well. And with respect to Sam's quiz, he has tricked us all because he has been a goalkeeper, and this is going to be a goalkeeper-based quiz. So
Oh,
he has.
jeez.
Can test you guys' knowledge on goalkeepers. Come on, there. You can't see how good you guys
I'm
are.
probably going to be terrible at this one.
Brownie. You might have a bit. You might have a slight advantage for this because I think you maybe a bit more your alley. This one.
God, they're not all Cardiff questions, are they?
No, thank God. Thank God.
When the Cardiff
Come
get
on, come on.
relegated-
Hey, we had another bloody win as well, didn't we? 4 out of 4 now. Harrison.
But Adam, I'm not too sure Cardiff really had a goalkeeper, like the worst ever points in the Premier League. I mean, did they even have a goalkeeper while they were in the league?
Yeah, hey, hang on. I want to come back to this, my friend. Although he didn't actually play well at Cardiff, if I'm honest with you, but Tom Heaton went from Cardiff to Burnley, and then he played for England, didn't he, when he was at Burnley?
Yeah, that's correct.
You know, but to be honest, I would have given him a lift to Burnley in my car. That's how poor he was. We had him and David Marshall, the Scottish #1 at the time, and neither of them were commanding in a box, and it really winds me up, to be honest, if keepers aren't commanding a box.
You know, looking at Sam's expression, I think Heaton is one of the answers. Now, don't put Heaton for all your 10 questions. But how many ever questions?
No, I never go anywhere near Cardiff. Don't worry. No worries there.
Okay, Sam. Before we start off, can you just explain the format, because Kesh hasn't done one of these with us? So.
Yeah, basically it's just. We change it around a bit, but today's quiz is basically just going to be 2 rounds of 5 questions and a bonus question at the end. It's just basically 1 point for each question, and it's going to be a mixture of a question and we're going to actually be looking at some pictures as well to try and recognise some goalkeepers. It's just 1 point for each question correct. And sorry, Daniel, I didn't know you was coming on. But I'll explain the keeper. I'll explain. It's all right. I can explain who it is. I can explain who it is. You know what who they're playing for and all that.
Jesus Christ, I've lost this.
I didn't know you was coming on, Daniel. Sorry, I didn't know you was coming on.
No, don't worry, mate. It's fine.
But I can explain. I can explain who he's played for and all that. You know.
Hey, listen, I know what Granny Norma looks like, so it's all good.
Hey, I hope I stop driving by the time we come to the picture round. Jesus.
And you driving in a car, honestly,
Can I just say this as well, lads? I might have to. I'm going to turn my camera off only simply because I'm eating tea at the same time, and I don't want people on stream watching this because I've got to cram down some food whilst. Otherwise, I'm not going to eat until like 8 o'clock this evening. So I'm just going to turn off my camera, but I'll be on audio.
Yeah, no worries.
I also got some team news. I don't know if anyone else got it, but this what's his name? This George Bird or whatever, who covers the youth team. He said apparently he's got the Arsenal team lineup. Don't know if it's correct or not, but he's saying that the news he's got is that Runason's in goal. I think Chambers might be playing left back. Got Mari and Mustafi, Cedric, Smith Rowe, El Neni, Maitland-Niles, Willock, Pepe, and Nketiah starting.
That's good. Yeah, you know, it was always going to happen, wouldn't it?
Well, it's a dead rubber game, isn't it? It's a dead rubber game, so he can play anyone basically, can't he?
You know, anyway. I'm 42 years old. I got a bust ankle. I've had a bust ankle for 20 years. I still think I could do a job against Dundalk.
Yeah, this game's like a used condom, a dead rubber. You know?
Anyway, so I don't know where Chambers is going to be playing. If that's a back 3, then, but who's Maitland-Niles might be left then. If he's playing Chambers, Murray, and Mustafi as a back 3, then, and then he's got Cedric out right, and then probably Maitland-Niles out left. Maitland-Niles out left, then probably, and then you got Smith Rowe.
And whom does he suggest?
And then you got Smith Rowe, Willock, El Neni in midfield, and Pepe and Nketiah. Interesting. And
so, what formation is it then that he's suggesting?
difficult to tell, really, isn't it? I mean, I would say with
what time
Chambers, Marie, and Mustafi, I would say a back three. Wouldn't you say that's a back three?
What time is kickoff? What time is it kickoff our time? Our time, Sam?
6:55 our time, 5:55 UK time.
Yeah.
Oh, I still got hour and 10, man, have I?
Hour and 15. Anyway, should we get going with the quiz then? Let's get going with the quiz,
Okay.
Or else we'll never get finished. Right, okay, so first question I think is pretty easy. Everyone should be able to get this one, but we'll see. So basically, question number one is, who was the England goalkeeper in the 1990 World Cup? England got famously knocked out by penalties by West Germany in the semi-final, but who was the goalkeeper then in the 1990 World Cup? That's question one. Write it down. Just write it down, and we'll go over. After 5 questions, we'll go back and go through the answers.
Hey, I'm holding a phone while I'm driving. I can't do a pen and paper.
Well, that's your fault, isn't it? So just keep it in your head then.
Right, memory.
Do you want
question number 2?
Do you want the 3 goalkeepers?
Just the one.
Well,
just the one, the starting goalkeeper. The starting goalkeeper for the 1990 World Cup for England.
Okay.
Right, question number 2. Which goalkeeper in the Premier League has the most saves so far this season? So which Premier League goalkeeper has the most saves so far this season? Yes. The most saves so far this season. So note it down. Right, so this next question is one you should see, and I'll explain to you, Danny, when we got it up on screen. So I'll just share my screen here. Let's see, share screen. There we go. Should be able to entire screen. There we go. Should be able to accept that now. Send it over to you. There you go. So right, okay. So can you guys see this?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Daniel, this goalkeeper was basically the first goalkeeper for Wimbledon back in the in the 90s when they were in the Premier League. He was the starting goalkeeper for them, and see if you remember who that is, which goalkeeper that is. We've got a picture of him here in front of us. So that's question number 4.
Yeah, so it's
question number 3.
So first Wimbledon Premier League keeper, you're saying, yeah? Because they were in the old First Division when they
in the Premier when they came out to the Premier League in the 90s. And he was
they got promoted to First Division in 86.
I'm talking about the Premier League.
Premier League, Adam. Adam, I know you are not in the Premier League for quite some time, but Premier League.
Premier League, okay. So that's question number 3. Question number 4, we're going to look at another guy here. So which goalkeeper is this? He played for Chelsea. He was a Dutch. He was in and out of the Dutch national team as well at this time. He played for Chelsea, and he played for them 97 till 2000. From 97 to 2000, he was basically their starting goalkeeper for Chelsea and played for the Dutch national team. A bit on and off. All right, that's question 4. And question 5 is, who is this fella here? Played for Leeds and also was in the England equation as well. I think he was the second goalkeeper for England behind Seaman for a while. Played.
Did he play for Everton as well?
I think so. Maybe, I can't remember. I've just got him here for Leeds anyway. And he played for Leeds basically from 96 till 2003. When everything went pear-shaped for him.
Is the chat on? Because I'm having notifications from the chat.
No, switch it off. Don't worry.
So he was Leeds goalkeeper from 96 to 03.
You can't be getting notifications from that chat. Brownie, your group chat on Grindr doesn't count, okay?
Anyway, so that's the first.
You've only been grinding at the moment in my bloody brake pads. Freaking hell.
Anyway, so that's the first round, guys. So that was the first 5 questions. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go around and see what you guys answered. and we're going to start taking points. So,
If I get one question right out of these 5, I'll be happy.
Exactly.
so let's start with
Hey,
you then,
that's one more than me.
Atish. Let's start with you then, Atish. The question number 1: the England starting goalkeeper for the 1990 World Cup.
I have no idea, but I wrote David Seaman. I don't know.
Okay. And Brownie, you got this one.
Yeah, Peter Shilton. David Seaman was actually number 3 goalkeeper for that World Cup. And in between them was Chris Woods.
Yeah, see if you're right about that one.
Shilton still.
And you got Cash. You got Shilton.
Yeah.
And Daniel, who'd you have?
Shilton.
Shilton. Yeah, the correct answer is Shilton. So
Yeah.
everyone gets 1 point apart from the Tish.
Yeah, it doesn't help when you start the answer chain. It's
Right, question number 2: the most saves this season. We'll start with Brownie.
I'm going to go for, because you lot are Arsenal fans, I'm going to go for Leno.
You're going for Leno, okay? Kesh, who do you got for this one?
Ramsdale.
Ramsdale, okay. Daniel.
I actually went for Pickford.
Pickford, right? Okay.
Pickford as well. Thinking
And Nitish, who do you go for?
I've written Ramsdale, but I'm thinking between Pope and Ramsdale. But I'll go with Ramsdale.
Right, okay. So I can tell you guys that none of you are right.
Oh wow.
According to the stats I was looking at today, it's actually Sam Johnston at West Brom.
Oh.
45 saves. 45 saves so far.
That's like 15. That's like 15 FPL points.
Yeah.
So 0 points all around there. So that was a tricky one, that one. Right, so I showed a picture of a guy who played for Wimbledon when they came up to the Premier League in the 90s. He played basically for them all the time during their Premier League stint. So I just want to start with you, Daniel. Do you remember who that was?
I have no fucking clue, mate. To be honest.
Right. Okay. Nitish, do you remember who that you saw who it was? Did you? Do you remember who it was? Should I put it back up, or do you remember who it was?
I would know Dragon Ball Z characters more than remembering Wimbledon's people.
Did you say early 90s as well? Did you say early 90s?
It was mid-90s, wasn't it? It was the mid-90s.
I was still wet in the bed then. So, yeah, I wouldn't really know.
So okay, so you got no answer then.
I'll just take some random name, some Roger guy, something.
Roger the Dodger. This is a nice road. Yeah, okay. Kesh, what do you get for this one?
And Seggers.
What did you say his name was?
And Seggers or Saggers.
Seggers, yeah. So, right, yep. And Brownie.
Sullivan, wasn't it? Neil Sullivan. I think.
I can tell you guys the correct answer.
It could well have been Sagers, actually.
I tell you what, Seggers was a very good shout. I mean, Kesha was a very good shout. But it was actually Neil Sullivan. So Adam gets the point. Well done, Adam.
I thought it was, but Sagers was actually before Sullivan when he was in the Premier League.
Yeah, Seggers was a very good shout. Very, very good shout. Right, next question. So we saw a goalie straight after, in and out of the Dutch team, played for Chelsea, 97 till 2000. Ugly looking bloke with a moustache.
All right,
do you remember, Nitish, do you remember who that was?
If I was skinny, drunk, and ugly, that would be me.
No.
Daniel, do you recall who that was, that goalkeeper at that time, 97 to 2000 with Chelsea? Big, tall, lanky Dutch keeper with a ugly face and a moustache.
I can't remember his name. I can picture it, but I can't remember his name.
Right.
It's one of them that you know who it is, but it's just not coming to you. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I'll probably know when I hear it, but no,
Okay.
I can't.
No answer. Okay. That's a pretty tough one. Kesh, do you remember who that was?
I'd even attempt it.
Right, okay. Brownie, did you get it?
Yeah, Ed De Hoy.
Ed Decoy, yes, well done. He's got the right answer again. Adam, you are on fire, mate. You are on fire.
This
More than
seems to
what
be
can be
like
said for Cardiff.
this seems to be like the Revive Adams career quiz.
I
Right,
shouldn't,
then we
I shouldn't
saw.
be looking at these photos because I'm bloody driving, but never mind.
Anyway, then we saw after Ed Decoy, we saw another goalkeeper
Oh.
who played for Leeds from '96 basically till 2003. He was also in the England equation at the time as a second goalkeeper behind Seaman. So Nitish, do you remember who that was?
Now I've seen him, but I don't remember the name. Let me think. No, I don't remember the name.
Right. Daniel, do you remember who that was? It's
No,
basically
I haven't-
second goalkeeper a lot in the late '90s
I
behind
haven't a
Seaman.
clue. I haven't a clue, mate.
I'll say Roger again. Some Roger.
Roger the Dutch. Roger.
In my defense, I discovered masturbation at this point in my life. So,
Kesh, did you see who it was?
Didn't attempt it, mate.
Did attempt it. Okay. And then Adam, did you see who it was?
Nigel Martin.
Nigel Martin is the correct answer. Well done, Adam. Wow, you remember your goalkeeper as well, mate.
Make Adam great again. Make Adam great again.
Make Adam great again. MAGA.
Adam's pounding this quiz like he pounds Granny Norma. Jesus Christ.
So the scores at the doors, gentlemen, after the first round. So you guys are struggling basically. We've got.
And it's Cardiff City. It's
We've
Cardiff,
got basically
Cardiff 5,
Nitish.
Arsenal 0.
Nitish, you're on 0, mate. You're on 0 points. You need to pick it up. Then we've got Kesh and Daniel on 1 point. And then we've got Adam. You're on 4 points.
I thought I had 5.
No, because you missed out on the most saves.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. VAR disallowed that goal. So it's 4-1.
Adam, you still got 5 questions to turn this around. Come on, you can do it.
Right. So this is this is an interesting one. Let's see if you guys remember this one. So we're going abroad for this one. So basically the question is, we start the second round now. Question number 6. So who was Real Madrid's starting goalkeeper the season before Iker Casillas got to take over? So Iker Casillas took over in the 99 to 2000 season, right? So basically, who was Real Madrid's goalkeeper? And he was their goalkeeper for a few seasons until the 98-99 season. So basically, the goalkeeper who Casillas took over from at Real Madrid. Do you guys remember who that was?
I was on
again?
Australia.
That's question
at the
number
time.
6.
Repeat that,
That's
please.
question number 6. The question is, he was the goalkeeper who was the Real Madrid starting goalkeeper before Iker Casillas took over, and Iker Casillas took over in the 99 to 2000 season, and so this guy was their goalkeeper. I think it was for 3 or 4 seasons before Iker Casillas took over.
I know the face, but I just can't know the name.
So Real Madrid, the Real Madrid's goalkeeper before Iker Casillas took over. Question number 7. So let's see if you guys remember this one. This is a World Cup question, basically a World Cup question again. So you might be able to get it. So this goalkeeper was Sampdoria's starting goalkeeper from 1987 till 1994. And he was Italy's goalkeeper in basically the early 90s. He was the backup goalkeeper in 90, but he was a starting goalkeeper in the 1994 World Cup for Italy. So if you remember the starting goalkeeper for the 1994 World Cup for Italy, you know who this guy is. That's the question. Right. So what we're going to do is going to share my screen again, because we're going to look at a couple of mugs again, a couple of mug shots.
Okay.
I'm hoping that somewhere around the corner of those images there is an answer also hidden there.
So right, we're going to go over to. So basically, this guy, right? Just to explain, and so Daniel gets it as well. This guy was famously the Belgium starting goalkeeper in 1990 and 1994, the starting goalkeeper for Belgium. But he was known at the time as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He was a fantastic goalkeeper, very tall, very athletic, and he played. But very strangely, he never played for one of the top clubs. He was always linked he was linked several times to various top clubs, but he never played for any top clubs. He played for Benfica at the height of his career and stayed at Benfica. But he was a very, very solid goalkeeper, very good goalkeeper. So if you can remember, I can just explain to Daniel. He's very tall, very athletic, lanky, curly hair, and he was a Belgian starting goalkeeper in the 1990 and 1994 World Cups.
Oh, I know the one before him. The one before him was one of the best keepers in the world, but he would have been like 90. He would have been 86, not 90.
Yeah, he was before this guy took over from him.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to go over to question number 9. So, do you guys remember who this was? He was he was a youth goalkeeper at Tottenham. He broke through, played for Tottenham regularly in the 90s. And he was a bit up and down really in his performances. But he was young, he came through the ranks, and was basically Tottenham's goalkeeper in the 90s. And he was also in the England equation as well, mainly as third goalkeeper normally. I remember him being added in.
Yeah. And his father took Norwich into Europe.
I think that's true as well, isn't it? Yeah, yep. And then after Tottenham, he actually had a stint at Leicester, and then he had a stint at Bolton at the end of his career. But anyway, he was throughout the 90s, he was in goal basically after a Torstvedt, basically. It was this guy.
I thought Adam just got shot, but that was
No, listen, I may go out of signal for a second or two because I'm going into the elevator.
Okay, can you see if you can see this guy, Adam? Can you see him?
Yeah.
This is the last question before the bonus question. So, can you see this guy?
What was his name? He took free kicks.
So this guy was a crazy free kick taker. He scored so many goals. South American.
Yes,
Paraguay. Played for Paraguay, the Paraguayan captain, basically from 1989 till 2003. Played for most of his career. Played for Vélez Sarsfield in South America, where he actually managed to score 36 goals. He scored 36 goals for Vélez Sarsfield in that time. He was known for his free kicks. He'd take free kicks. Crazy free kick taker.
We need him at Arsenal. We need those 36 goals.
So the Paraguayan national goalkeeper from 89 till 2003. Crazy free kick taker. Very, very short hair. Yeah, a bit of a crazy guy. A bit of a unit as well, actually. About 6'2", 6'3", big, broad-shouldered guy as well.
Reminds me of Adriano.
Sorry, I went out.
He's getting attacked now.
Oh, shit now. Lo siento. Plan the test.
Adam, you're literally getting those bitches now. You're literally getting the bitches.
Lo siento, plan the test. The lift opened on the wrong floor, didn't it? I tried to get into someone else's house.
That's all the action you're getting this weekend.
So that was 10 questions. 10 questions, lads.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm embarrassing with that.
Paraguay.
Right, so we ready to go through the answers? Where's Daniel gone? He's gone. He's left.
No, he's
bailed.
listening.
He's bailed.
If I and Daniel equalize at the end, that will be fun. Then the bonus question will make more sense.
So let's see. Question 6 was the Real Madrid goalkeeper before Iker Casillas.
I'm just gonna go Fernandez. Something.
Fernandez. That's a good guess. Nitish?
He said Fernandez.
Yeah.
I think it was it? I'm not sure. I remember he was at some Spanish club. Was it Barthez?
Barthez. You're going for Fabian Barthez?
Yeah.
Okay. Brownie, do you remember who this guy was?
No, I was living in Australia during this time. I'm gonna go for Castilla.
Who?
Castilla.
Castilla.
Yeah,
Castilla.
Other guy.
Because you're not talking about Casillas, right?
No, Castilla.
Because I'm saying this is the goalkeeper before.
Yeah.
What, the one that was
Okay.
Leeds?
Yeah, that is what I'm saying.
The same surname as him at Leeds, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so there was another one.
Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Daniel's
there
not here,
was another
so...
one, yeah. I think he was in our quiz last week. He was the one he fell or something, and he had to leave the Spanish squad in the 90 World Cup or 94.
Okay, that's what you're going for, okay. Daniel's not there, so I'll just move on without him then. So it's... the actual answer was German goalkeeper Bodo Illner.
Ilgner?
Illner.
Fucking hell, yeah.
He was the German goalkeeper at the time.
Jeez.
Okay, no idea. I don't
Completely
remember.
forgot about him.
So no one got him.
It was in another lifetime, in another parallel universe.
So do you remember who the starting goalkeeper was for Italy in '94?
Pagliuca, something like that.
Pagliuca? You going for Pagliuca?
I think he displaced like 3 keepers that was ahead of him at the time.
Pagliuca, right? Gianluca Pagliuca. And this issue you're going for? Nitish, are you there?
Just a second. Yeah, I lagged a bit. Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, who you going for?
His name is, I remember, starts with G, I think Guilanka or something like that.
Starts with what did you say?
G, Guilanka or something like that. I don't remember exactly how it's pronounced.
And Brownie, do you remember who it was?
Was it Buffon? It went Buffon, was it?
You going for Buffon, '94 World Cup?
Gianluigi Buffon, no?
Buffon, okay. Go for Buffon. Daniel's still not here, so I'm going to move on without him. So I can tell you that Kesh, well done. You got the right answer. It was Gianluca Pagliuca. Well done. Well done.
Well done. Bloody hell. He's quick
answer.
on Google. He's quick on Google search and he's deadly.
No, always.
I'm joking.
I got 1 point. I got 1 point, and that too. I gets accused.
Pagliuca, well done.
The easiest one was the American keeper.
I still can't.
Anyway, I got a bit of corona, unfortunately. Corona
positive.
Sorry, lads. I did put it in the private chat. I said I'd go and help feed the dogs, but I don't think if you saw it.
Yeah, I did. Sam, you can quickly ask Daniel the questions, and if he can answer, probably you can just quickly ask him the questions. If he gets it right,
yeah, Daniel, do you remember the Real Madrid goalkeeper before Casillas?
Casillas. Wasn't it Oliver Kahn? I went for Oliver Kahn.
Oliver Kahn's a good shout. It wasn't another German though. It wasn't another German. It was Illner, Bodo Illner. And then the starting goalkeeper for the for Italy in the World Cup in '94.
I haven't a clue, mate, on that one.
That was Gianluca Pagliuca.
Yeah, no.
And then we saw a picture of curly goalkeeper was the Belgian national goalkeeper, remember? So start with you, Daniel, on this one. Do you remember who that was? A Belgian national goalkeeper in 1994?
No, I didn't. Not a clue, mate.
It's got a bit of a weird name, to be honest. A very weird name. I don't know if that helps.
No, I haven't got a clue.
It's not
mate.
Granny Norma. It's not Granny Norma. Not that
Granny
way.
Granny
Nitish, you
Norma and her
remember?
wrinkly hands.
Nitish,
I don't
you
know.
remember who
Curly
this guy
tails.
was? Curly tails.
Curly tails.
Yeah.
What about you, Kesh? Do you have any idea?
No idea.
Difficult, that one. Might be a bit difficult. Brownie, do you remember who it was?
Well, the one before him was Jean-Marie Pfaff, wasn't it? He was the guy before.
Yeah. That was before him.
Was this Prudhomme or something like that?
You going for Prudhomme?
Yeah.
That's the correct answer. Well done, Adam.
Get in there. Well, good
Prudhomme.
now. I hit it from a 50 over halfway line then, and I beat bloody Leno. Come on, son. Come on, Carl.
That's a lucky shot. That's a lucky shot.
Michel
like
Prudhomme.
coming in-
Yeah.
That's like
Michelle,
coming
yeah.
in- That's like coming and hitting your girlfriend in the eye accidentally. That's a lucky shot.
So you got Michel Prudhomme there, yeah, very good goalkeeper, but never played for any of the top sides in Europe. He stayed at Benfica. Right, so the next question was, we saw another goalkeeper then, who was the Tottenham goalkeeper basically throughout the 90s after Torstvedt. And he was, came through their youth ranks. And he stayed with them until 2001 before he moved on to Leicester. He was also in the England equation a few times as well, as normally like third goalkeeper. But yeah, played for Tottenham. So we'll start off with Nitish. Do you have an idea who that was?
Easiest question on the quiz. Paul Robinson.
You went for Paul Robinson. Okay.
Am I wrong?
And Daniel.
That'll be bad.
Daniel, who are you going for?
I haven't a clue, mate.
Have you seen any goalkeepers?
Yeah, but do you know what it is, mate? Like in 2001, I wasn't. Football did exist before 2000, 2001. Yeah, I know, but mate, I was young. I wasn't.
Hey, modern day football fans.
Keepers are difficult.
Hold on.
Keepers are difficult. Unless you've done something significant, you probably won't know.
Do you know what it is, right? In 2000, you have to remember, I was only 10, 11, so I wasn't as in. I was into football, but remembering stuff, mate, I can't even remember fucking.
I suppose it does help to sort of been there and seen it.
I was too busy. I was too busy getting detentions and stuff. You know what I mean?
What about you, Kesh? Did you have a guess on this one?
I'll just have a guess. Stuart.
Sure.
Random.
Yeah. And Brownie, did you know it was?
Yeah, Ian Walker.
Ian Walker, correct.
He looked like
It's Ian
Paul
Walker.
Robinson.
Paul Robinson had very short hair.
Yeah.
And his father, Mike Walker, took Norwich to the UEFA Cup. And on the way, they beat Bayern Munich, didn't they? In the quarterfinals, I think. Or was it?
Back in the day. Right. And the last question we had, we're gonna have a bonus question at the end. You can get a few extra points for that one. But we're just gonna have the last question of the normal quiz. We saw a goalkeeper who's a South American crazy guy, basically.
Very crazy.
Played for the Paraguay. He was a Paraguayan national team captain, basically, from '89 to 2003. Played the majority of his career at Vélez Sarsfield in South America, where he managed to score 36 goals because he took free kicks. Very good at free kicks as well, as it happens. Bit of a crazy, eccentric guy. So we'll start off with Nitish. Do you remember who it was?
I don't know. I am guessing that the term Pinanka came from his name, maybe Pinanka.
Pinanka? Yeah. Daniel, you remember who this guy was? A Paraguayan captain, crazy guy.
I haven't a clue. Before my time, mate. Before my time. Hey, listen.
Before 2000. Basically, I know with you now. The next quiz for you, that I can only ask questions after 2004. Basically,
No. Do you know what it is? Because I tend not, like, even though like when I never, even when I watched like I never, in the 90s and stuff, never really watched that much football, and I don't like to research stuff because
Could
I don't
I
like
ask you? Could I ask you a
I-
question? Just one question. Listen, I am not dissing anybody. Yeah, I'm basically showing my age a bit. I'm not dissing anybody, but I'm quite surprised about this, if I'm honest with you. So, with you guys, you guys younger than me, how many of the '66 England World Cup winning team could you name?
66 World Cup winning team. I don't think I could name more than three, to be honest.
But the thing is, right? I don't research football history for the simple fact being I like to learn off other people that were alive at that time and stuff.
I'm not even from England. I'm not even from England.
No, but if you research it, then you just get accused of using Google all the time. So I learn off people who are older than me.
It is not a criticism, Daniel. It ain't a criticism. I just think.
No. I'm not saying it is.
I think the sports history should be included in modern day education. If I'm honest with you.
Yeah, I'll be honest and say that people know more about football than I do. In the early 90s, football wasn't even on my mind. So I really started, sort of like, liking football. Obviously, I've been a football fan since I was 5. But come on, at 5 years old, you don't really take much notice of it in depth like that.
It's no criticism. It's no criticism. I just think sports history, because a lot of sport in history can then be brought over to modern history, really, because a lot of it's been entwined. You look at Real Madrid and Franco and things like that. So I was just interested to know. It was not a criticism at all.
I don't research stuff because I like to learn from people who, like Sam. Like you guys.
He knows fuck all. He's
I don't tend to research stuff like in terms of the olden stuff on Google, because then people just go, you just looked it up on Google. So I learn from people who are actually there to sort of see it and witness it. And
I support you guys. Support that point.
I just want to say one thing.
Hang on for a minute, Nitesh. Because I'm not an Arsenal fan. All right. I watch them every now and then, but it's not until I've been talking to you guys online. I knew before Wenger days, I suppose. But so you guys are educating me about more modern period of Arsenal, and I hope that I'm educating you guys about the older historical parts of the game.
Yeah.
You're not
that's
an
why
Arsenal fan, but you could fool it. You could fool everyone. I'll tell you that.
Hey, nothing wrong with a blagger.
That's why.
You just can't blag a blagger. That's all.
Hey, black away for everything. Right. So the last question.
I was saying Adam winning a quiz. One last thing, Adam winning a quiz, Adam talking intelligent stuff. The world is definitely coming to an end.
Yeah, that's true. So the last question was the Paraguay national
It's a time of day,
goalkeeper.
Natasha. A time of day.
So Daniel, did you get hazard a guess who that was?
What, that goalkeeper from the Paraguayan? Nah, mate, I didn't guess.
Okay, Kesh, you got a guess there?
Jose Chilavert.
Jose Chilavert, yep, and Brownie. I'll just note that down.
I don't think it's right. Liverpool were heavily linked with him.
They were back then. They were, weren't they? Yeah.
I don't know why, but they were heavily linked with him. I'll be honest with you. I went for Chavez, but I think that his name was longer than that. Really, I think it did start with C.
Because Liverpool had a history there. I mean, they had Grobbelaar, didn't they? He was another crazy goalkeeper, wasn't he, back in the...
Yeah. And then And then that bloody Jersey Dudek, wasn't it? Who started to do
Yeah,
the
he was another
Grobbler bendy
Polish.
legs.
Dudek. Yeah, it was another weird one. Yeah, Polish
He
goalkeeper.
done the Grobbler bendy legs in the penalty shootout in Milan.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, he did. He copied Grobbler, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, Grobbler done 84 bendy legs against Roma.
I can tell you guys that one of you has the correct answer.
Yeah,
And the correct answer is Kesh. Well done, mate. Kesh is Jose Chilavert. Well done, mate. So you got the question number 10 correct. Well done.
Hang on. Spell that. I want a correct pronunciation, really.
Well done. You win a night with Brownie.
Hey, I've had it with Russians now. I got another date with my Moldovan. Next week, I'll give you an update, lads.
Okay, so basically I'm gonna show you one final picture, and I'm gonna have to explain to Danny who it is then. And it's basically this. This is just a bonus one. I just want to see because I've been living here in Norway for a long while now, and I'm half Norwegian and everything, all that, and so I've been looking through Norwegian goalkeepers, and a few of them have a few of them have actually got into the Premier League.
Yeah.
So this is I'm going to be showing you a Norwegian Premier League goalkeeper.
There was a period when top table teams would only go Scandinavian because.
Well, you got Schmeichel, haven't you? He was good, wasn't he? And,
no, but you went as far back like Glenn Hussein and things like that. They'd only go Scandinavian because they were easy to settle in.
And Daniel, I'll just say one thing: whether you could see the image or not, it wouldn't matter because I've seen all of them, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Okay,
so I'm going to show you guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys. I can tell you is I'm going to give you a bit of history then, so you can sort of place him before you see him. So basically, this guy was a Norwegian national goalkeeper. At the beginning of the end of the 90s, beginning of the 2000s, and he played for Chelsea. He played for Chelsea. He had 21 appearances for Chelsea when he was there between 96 and 98. He was actually at Chelsea 96 and 98, and he had 21 appearances. And Norwegian, and so let's have a look. I'll just see on my screen now and see if you guys can guess who it is.
Adam, who was the goalkeeper for Norway in the World Cup '98?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. They did. Chelsea also had Andre Flo up front, didn't they?
So this is him in a very colourful Chelsea kit in the late 90s. And he was the goalkeeper for Norway in the '98 World Cup. They beat Brazil.
It was terrible.
They beat Brazil. Got into the next round.
98.
Yeah, France '98.
France.
They beat Brazil in the final group game 1-0. And or was it 2-1? I can't remember. It was a penalty with Rekdal penalty late in the game to win it, and they got through. Anyway, this is him at Chelsea. He was there for over two seasons, and he's played 21 games. So, does anyone remember who this guy was? Just a bonus question, and what I'm going to do is I was actually thinking of giving 3 points for this one, whoever gets it. 3 points. So, we go back now. So we'll start off with Kesh. Do you recognise this geezer?
I'm just going to call him. I haven't got a clue.
It's an obscure one. It's an obscure one for sure. Daniel, do you remember who he is?
Yeah, looks a bit like Granny Norma to me.
Granny Norma.
Yeah, got nice hair coming out. See the hair coming out the butt crack with the piles and that. Looks similar, you know? And that cheese sauce is looking a bit suspect as well. Do you know what I mean?
It is. Do you remember? Who the Norwegian goalkeeper was at that time?
Is he one of your cousins? I'll say Mr. Greenwood.
Mr. Greenwood goal. Yeah. Brownie, do you remember?
He won the Chelsea. I'm going to go for Lindegaard.
Lindegaard?
Yeah. When he a goalkeeper? When he a Norwegian goalkeeper at some point?
No, he was
Or was
at
he
Man
Man
U.
United?
Is it Man U?
Yeah, he's a Man United player. He's a bit of a Jesse as well.
No, I mean...
Iverson. Fuck it, I don't know.
Iverson, I think he has a Tottenham forward, he was.
Yeah, I know.
No,
God,
the answer is Frode Grodos. It's a difficult one,
Well,
guys.
hey,
Yeah,
he
that
didn't
really-
play
yeah, that
bloody.
really-
He played.
Hey, that really screwed
Reserve
us.
games.
Yeah, that really did screw us. Is that what you said? Screwed us. Screwed us.
Anyway, I got the final results here, everyone.
Oh.
And so we start off at the bottom end.
Yeah.
And the bottom end is Nitish with 0 points.
I got one.
Nitish.
I got
Sorry,
one.
I was clapping for myself. I thought
Wait,
that
what do
was
you mean you
you.
got one? You didn't get one.
The Italian one. Which one was that? Yeah, I think the 1994 World Cup.
Did
Did
you
I
get
get
that? I
that?
thought you said something else.
No, Cash got that one.
Kesh got Pagliuca. Did you get Pagliuca? You didn't get Pagliuca.
That is what I said.
You said something
Who
with
cash
G.
got it? Oh, sorry,
Okay,
my bad. No, I didn't get it. Then I lagged. Sorry. My bad. Yeah.
So 0 points to Nitish. And then, second from bottom, we have Daniel with 1 point.
Yay,
Well done, Daniel.
champion,
I can see this quiz is a lot more difficult than I anticipated. I thought you guys would remember some of these goalkeepers anyway. My bad. But well done in second place. The runner-up is Kesh. Well done, 3 points. Well done. You had some good answers there.
Hey, he made his debut. Good debut.
Yeah, that was very
Not
good.
bad.
That was a good. I mean, you had some good guesses there. It's good. And then so the winner today, showing his age, not his beauty, but his age, is Adam with 6 points. Well done, Adam.
And it's Cardiff City.
Mute.
Enjoy it, Brownie, because Cardiff will never be at the top.
Hey, 4-4, Daniel. We're on our way. We're marching up the league.
Anyway, normally my quizzes are a little bit more accessible than this one. I want to apologise because I thought I've basically overestimated your
No, hang on.
abilities here. I'm talking not about you, Brownie. I'm talking about everyone else. I didn't know who was coming on. So I just made what I thought would be a good quiz.
Yeah, don't worry.
I was a mid '94 shot, so you know.
I didn't know till literally 10 minutes before we started. It's like, oh, these guys are coming on. I didn't know, so I'm sorry about that.
To make it more sensory for visually impaired people, next round, can we have a scratch and sniff round?
Scratch and sniff goalkeepers. Or anyone else.
Hey, it's too early. It's too early in the night for that, Daniel. It's too early.
Anyway, Daniel, I'm sorry. I didn't know you was coming on.
No,
I didn't know
don't
you was coming on
worry,
till
don't worry.
So
Anyway, don't worry.
Anyway, but anyway, we made the best out of it. Kesh, you impressed, mate, for being a '94 kid. You impressed. You had some good guesses there.
Even
Welcome to the
one
madhouse.
Like you should know Shilton. The keeper, come on, like he scores free kicks. You must have heard of him. It's like
crazy
like,
guy as
what's
well.
his
Yeah.
name? Igita with the scorpion save, like
Rene Higuita, yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
From Colombia, yeah, crazy guy, yeah. Anyway, so normally my quizzes are more accessible with a lot more correct answers. So Kesh, you're more than welcome to come on again next time. It'll be a bit more easy, okay? We'll go
User friendly.
Bit more user friendly, yeah. Anyway, that's the quiz for now. And thanks for coming on, guys. And I'll hand it over to Nitesh, who's the channel host. So thanks a lot.
Yep, and good one, Sam. But unfortunately, not good enough for me and Daniel.
It's too difficult. I'm sorry about that.
He at least got no. That's okay. He at least got off the mark. I didn't even get off the mark. And Adam actually winning a quiz is the world, as I said, the world is ending. He was talking intelligent for 5 minutes straight and won a quiz.
That's the first time and only time that Wales have come top in anything, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sorry. The last European championship group, Wales top, England second. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you
we
very
didn't
much.
win it though. Didn't win it though,
Shots
did you?
fired.
I've got to
Didn't win
shoot
it
off,
though,
boys.
did
I've
you?
got another stream to do. Yeah.
Okay, cheers,
Take
Kesh.
care, man. Take care.
Excellent.
Take care,
Cheers,
man.
Bye.
Yeah, I've got to go in
so-
a second as well, guys, because
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
wrap it up, yeah.
I put
All
my
right,
stream
mate.
back half an hour. So
We have
No worries.
anyways wrapped up most of it, and Sam already gave some leaked lineup. Hopefully, let's see if that is the same. And quickly, before we just wrap it up, one last word from you guys. Sam, your prediction for tonight's game.
Even though it's a dead rubber, I hope the kids go. There's a lot of kids out there tonight. I hope they play well. They play well together, and I it's done dogs. I still think the kids should win. I think I'm hoping for 2-0. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay, and 2-0 is good. And Adam, what do you think the prediction for today's game?
How long till kick-off, lads, first?
About half an hour now.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
make it quick,
nip down the bookies. I'm gonna nip down the bookies. I fancy Arsenal to win 4-0.
4-0.
4-0.
Okay.
Okay, and Adam, do let us know how much money you lose. But coming on to Daniel, what is your prediction for the game that is coming up? I think you already did a preview. So, what is your prediction?
yeah. So in my preview, I went for 2-0, and I'm gonna stick with 2-0 Arsenal. I think it'll be one of those comfortable. I don't think it'll be entertaining game. I think it'll just be one of them really quiet games where we just the quality will show. Yeah, I want to see some good performances tonight from the likes of Smith Rowe and that if they're playing and that. So
I just want to confirm. I can see now because the teams have been announced, and I can confirm that the league team was correct. It is. It's those players. Yeah, it is those players.
Just
I've
send us
just seen the bloody time. Can't go down the bookies. Fucking curfew, isn't it?
So just send us the link of the profile who leaked it out so that we know next time whom to stalk. And just like the goalkeepers that we need to keep stalking now, because if we want to remember the answers for the quizzes. And one more thing, I think it will probably be a 3-0. So Adam, I was just going to say that hopefully you don't change your prediction to 2-0 because two of them have said 2-0 and then you lose your money saying
Well,
this.
to be honest, I forgot to go to the bookies and I did see Tottenham to win 2-0 over a weekend, didn't I?
Well, yes, that happened. But anyway, so just wrapping it up. Lastly, Sam, where can people find you? A quick shout out to your channel as well.
Yeah, just a quick shout out, Sam Greenwood TV. Come and check my stuff out. I do mainly late evening Arsenal stuff, related stuff, and quizzes. Subscribe, come and have a look. I'll be greatly appreciative of that. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
And Adam, where can people find you?
Yeah, it's Football with Brownie on YouTube and on Facebook. Thank you for the invite, Natesh, once again. And, come and watch the videos and join in a debate, really.
I'll see the video that you posted about our rants.
Definitely. The other rants are good as well. The other rants are good as well.
Yes, they are. But I prefer to see your normal content more than just the rants. So that's just my opinion. I prefer the normal content.
No problem. Thank you for your feedback.
And big up to Daniel. Where can people find you? I know you have a watch along coming up, so do give that shout out.
Apologies if you guys are wondering what I'm doing. I'm trying to send the link to everybody who's coming on. So, but yeah, you guys can catch me at the Blind Gooner. I'll be going live in it's scheduled for about 1 minute. So yeah, I'm literally jumping straight streams as soon as this ends. And yeah, do go and check out that. We're doing a watch along. Simpy's joining me, so yeah, do come over and join, and thanks for having me on, Nitesh.
Thank you everyone for coming in, and we got a new subscriber, Justice. Big up to you as well, and everyone in the chat. Thank you, Sam, for hosting the quiz. Thank you, Adam, for coming in and winning.
No problem.
Now, if I was Malina, you would probably owe me a sari, but you probably owe me a hooker. But and thank you, Daniel, as well, for coming onto the stream. Big up to all you guys, and guys, stay tuned for more content coming up in the upcoming weeks. Let's just quickly wrap it up because we all have some things to do. I need to call a girl. Bye, guys. Be home and be safe. Take care.